New at 6, Holyoke City Councilor Rivera is being charged for operating under the influence. Around midnight last night, state police pulled Rivera over, who was driving 40 miles per hour in a 25-mile-per-hour speed limit zone. According to court paperwork, Rivera ran a red light on Appleton Street in Holyoke and failed several sobriety tests. He's charged with OUI, failure to stop, and speeding. Now, Rivera is speaking about his actions in a Facebook post, which reads, "I understand the seriousness of this matter and the concern it may cause. I respect the legal process and am committed to addressing the situation responsibly and rebuilding trust through my actions moving forward."